Keto, Paleo, low carb, vegan, Atkins. Are you confused with all the diets out there and not sure which is right for you? Or are you one of those that carefully count their calories, making sure they don't go over what they're supposed to eat? Way too often I see people carefully weighing their food, torturing themselves with food restrictions, and still not losing weight. In this video, I'm going to explain the truth about weight loss and teach you how to lose weight and, more importantly, keep it off. Weight loss is a complicated process based on science and not a matter of personal will. There's no magic pill or secret workout to lose weight. If you want to lose weight and keep it off, you have to be willing to educate yourself on several key nutrition and lifestyle factors. First, it's about food quality, not quantity. To effectively lose weight, we have to get away from focusing too much on calories. A lot of people think they have to be carefully tracking their calories, making sure they're not exceeding their caloric requirements. But this idea of eating less and exercising more really is not working and is not a realistic approach to eating in the long run. Like really, who wants to be weighing and counting the number of calories they are eating? The truth is there are good calories and there are bad calories, and metabolism is much more than a simple math problem. We know that not all food and not all calories are created equal. 100 calories from French fries is not the same as 100 calories from broccoli. Food is so much more than energy for the body, so instead of focusing on the quantity of food, we need to shift our focus towards food quality and look at food as information. For example, the food we eat can cause inflammation in the body or be anti-inflammatory. The food we eat can turn on or turn off bad genes, an area of medicine known as nutrigenomics. And finally, the food we eat can shift our microbiome to a state of balance or a state of imbalance or dysbiosis, which the research is showing is connected to numerous conditions like weight gain, insulin resistance, depression, autoimmune disease, and so much more. Food is so much more than energy, and we need to be mindful of this. As a good rule of thumb, ask yourself, was this food made by man or made by nature or God? If it's made by man and has an ingredient list, chances are it's not good for you. But if it's made by God or nature and does not have an ingredient list, chances are it's okay to eat. So instead of counting your calories, eat portions of healthy foods that make you feel satisfied and not full, so you can eat again in 3-4 hours. And make sure your plate is 3/4 plant food. One of the major culprits to weight gain in this growing obesity epidemic we are facing is the fact that we're eating way too many carbs, especially refined processed carbohydrates high in sugar. The biggest source of sugar is liquid sugars like sodas, energy drinks, and fruit juices because it's so easy to take in a ton of sugar very quickly. Other processed carbs include bread, pastries, sweets, pasta, white rice, which should all be avoided. We constantly hear that refined carbohydrates are bad, but what is it about them that makes them bad? Well, the process of refining carbohydrates essentially means the nutrients, including the vitamins and minerals, are stripped from the food during the refining process, leaving behind nothing but sugar. Because of this, processed carbohydrates are often high glycemic foods, which means they raise insulin and blood sugar levels. So how does the body store fat? The body's response to an increase in blood sugar is to release a hormone called insulin, which transports sugar into the cell. Insulin is essentially a fertilizer for fat. The sugar is first transported into the liver and muscle where it is stored as glycogen. But once glycogen levels have reached their limits, or if the stored energy is not used, it is stored as fat. So if your goal is to lose body weight and to keep it off, you have to avoid getting these spikes in your insulin and blood sugar. And this could be easily done by avoiding processed carbohydrates and sugars. The key to healthy and long-term weight loss is learning how to maintain stable blood sugar levels throughout the day by avoiding the high glycemic carbs and replacing them with low glycemic foods. Low glycemic carbs include brown rice, quinoa, sweet potatoes, vegetables, legumes, nuts, and seeds. Low glycemic foods do not affect blood sugar in the same way that high glycemic foods do, as they do not lead to the spikes in blood sugar and the release of insulin, the fat fertilizer that we spoke about. So they are less likely to lead to weight gain. Low glycemic carbs also keep you full for longer, making it less likely for you to snack and eat something you probably shouldn't eat. Another way to maintain stable blood sugar levels throughout the day is making sure we're eating something with a healthy source of protein and fat every 3 to 4 hours. If you don't have time to access a proper meal, snacks like nuts, seeds, nut butter, or protein shake will help keep blood sugar levels steady. Fiber is another important factor that we need to pay attention to if our goal is to optimize fat loss. Fiber plays a large role in normalizing blood sugar levels, promotes regular bowel movements, which is a very important way our body detoxifies. Our body holds on to fat to protect us from toxins. So eliminating toxins, especially through bowels, is very important if our goal is to lose body fat. Another important thing to keep in mind is the importance of eating healthy fats to lose fat. Yes, you heard that right. A diet high in healthy fats will make the body better at burning fat. As long as your carbohydrate intake is moderate, you don't need to be concerned about the additional calories from the fat. So keep your carbohydrate intake low to moderate levels and instead fill up on healthy sources of fats. Foods that are good sources of healthy fats include nuts, seeds, which are not only a great source of healthy omega-3 fats, but an excellent source of fiber and protein. Wild-caught fish, including salmon, sardines, mackerel, are all excellent sources of healthy fish. But keep in mind, of all the foods, fish contain the highest level of toxins. So there are some fish you want to make sure you avoid, tuna and tilapia being the more common ones, which contain actually the greatest number of toxins. To guide you with which fish are low in toxins and safe to eat, remember the acronym SMASH, which stands for sardines, mackerel, anchovies, herring, and salmon. Go with wild-caught fish as much as you can and avoid farmed fish as they are one of the most toxic foods we can eat. If you do not eat fish on a regular basis, it may be beneficial to supplement with a high-quality fish oil supplement. Look for a product high in EPA and DHA and aim for a total of 2 to 4 grams of EPA DHA combined each day. Other foods which are great sources of healthy fats include avocados, which is also a great source of glutathione. Glutathione is the master antioxidant in the body and plays a huge role in detoxification. Eggs are also a good source of fat and protein if you can tolerate them. Just make sure to eat the whole egg and not just the egg white, as the yolk actually contains the healthy fats and all the vitamins and minerals. Other ways to get healthy fats into your diet are by using healthy oils like avocado oil and olive oil. Be sure to only cook with avocado oil and coconut oil, as these oils are stable at higher temperatures. The vegetable oils that are liquid at room temperature, like canola oil, palm oil, are unstable at higher temperatures and become oxidized, making them pro-inflammatory. I often get asked about grapeseed oil as well, which is an omega-6 polyunsaturated fat, which you want to keep to a minimum, as too much omega-6s can be inflammatory for the body. So to summarize, in order to lose fat and keep it off in the long run, we have to get away from focusing too much on the amount of calories in food and instead focusing on the quality of food, because not all calories are created equal. And food is so much more than just energy for the body. It is information. We also have to educate ourselves on the effects that different carbohydrates have on blood sugar levels, so we can do our best to maintain stable blood sugar levels throughout the day. This can be done by avoiding the processed high glycemic foods and replacing them with low glycemic carbohydrates and healthy whole food sources of protein and fiber and fats. What are some strategies you've tried to lose weight? Share your comments below, and I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do so you can stay up to date about my future videos. Thank you. To summarize, in order to maximize weight loss, we want to focus on food quality, not quantity, Want to avoid eating processed foods like breads, pastry, sweets, pasta, anything with a long ingredient list. Choose low glycemic carbs like brown rice, quinoa, sweet potatoes, oats, vegetables, and legumes. Eat lots of fiber. Eat healthy fats like nuts, seeds, avocado, and wild-caught fish.